Till Halloween, and this Friday night you and your family probably want to enjoy all of the treats with minimal tricks or other issues. Here with some trick-or-treating safety tips is Jay Bonafide from the American Red Cross. Jay, we were just chatting a little bit. It only comes on a Friday or Saturday night every couple years. So are you prepared, or is the Red Cross prepared for any type of issues that night?
Yeah, we'll just have our people on call, our volunteers on call like we usually do, because obviously there's a lot of candles that, people use, even though that's one of the tips here is to try to avoid that. But we'll just be prepared for that kind of thing, and hopefully everyone will take that extra step to be safe, because there will be extra people out because it's a Friday night.
Yeah, people want to definitely make the most of it for sure. So you do have some trick-or-treat tips that are perfect for your family. Your first one involves costumes and those the risk of fire.
Yeah, you want to make sure you have a flame retardant costume if you can, because there are going to be a lot of candles, around. The people will still put candles in their pumpkins, even though we recommend maybe using a glow stick or something else to make that jack-o'-lantern light up. So there is a fire risk when you're out there.
Do you suggest not putting actual candles in the pumpkins?
We do.
Either?
If you can get a glow stick or something else, because obviously you want it to light up and to be cool, but if you can get a glow stick or something else to do that, it's
and
a
make
much
sure you
better
put
choice.
it outside of your house?
Exactly,
okay.
yep.
That's
Especially
good
if you're going to use the candle. But yes, we recommend the glow stick for sure.
All right, let's talk about trick-or-treating now. You say plan out the route. This is a great tip.
Yeah, you really, especially, want to know where you're going. You want to know where you're going to go, the places you're going to go. You want to know the neighborhood, and especially if you're going to send your kids out, and that's your judgment as a parent. You know how when your child's ready to go out on their own. My son's 8. He's not going to go out on his own. We're going to be with him, of course, when he does that. But even if you have a younger teenager, that's going out on their own, you still want to know where they're going to be.
And it's so easy to do that on smartphones and things too. You can actually probably download apps that could help you plan that out. So
absolutely.
That's great. All right, let's talk about if they are going out on their own, or if you're going with them. Should you ever go to a house that doesn't have its light on?
No, there's probably a reason for that. They're either not home or they don't want to be bothered. So the light, it's kind of the tradition that everybody knows. If the porch light is on, then they're welcoming trick-or-treaters. So.
And if you're someone who's not home or doesn't want to be bothered, don't turn your light on.
Exactly.
It's kind of the unwritten rule.
That's right.
Okay. Well, we just wrote it on the screen.
That's right.
So.
I was there.
Okay. What about face paint versus masks?
Face paint is safer if you can, because there's a breathing risk, a suffocation risk, and other things if you wear a mask, and your vision's better with the face paint. You don't have to worry about if it's part of your peripheral vision and getting blocked by the mask.
Maybe save the mask for an indoor party.
Possibly.
Okay,
yeah.
that sounds good. Okay, now we're talking about sidewalks versus the street. Kind of goes without saying, avoid the street if you can, especially if you're out in the dark.
Yeah, and it will be dark probably by the time you go out a lot of times. So anything you can do, wear reflective clothing, especially whether it's part of your costume or if you have something else with it. Grab a flashlight, so that if you are in the street, because sometimes you're going to have to cross the street or there may not be a sidewalk, so you're just as visible as possible.
And Halloween is a night when you're going to meet a lot of people. Maybe you'll also meet a lot of animals. People may bring their animals with them or have their animals in their house greeting people, trick-or-treaters at the door, right?
Yeah, and it's just the same advice you would have going to a door anytime. Just be careful. It's not your animal. You don't know. You can assume it's a friendly pet, but you don't want to do that, and you want to give the dog or dog its space and make sure that it's comfortable first.
All right, some great tips from Jay at the American Red Cross. You can always check in with the Red Cross at redcross.org. You have a lot going on. Of course, your volunteers work so hard to help people who have been displaced by fires and other issues. Anything else going on?
Yeah, we're coming up on the 2-year anniversary of Sandy, the superstorm out in New York City.
Halloween weekend,
so yeah,
right?
it was.
Yeah.
So we're coming right up on that. So we'll have, we'd put over $360 million, towards the response there. Which still continues long-term response.
So it's still going on down there. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Keep up the good work. Have a great Halloween. You've also earned yourself a piece of candy. So what's your choice?
I think I might go for one of these peanut butter.
All right.
Thank you.
Sounds very good. Yeah, we were just talking a little bit about dogs. If you do meet any dogs out this Halloween, they'll probably be dressed in a costume. Here with some ideas on that, our web producer, Emily Lenahan, with her next .com check.